the European Union. I welcome all of you for this important leadership round-table meeting that is holding this month. No one also need to join suit. That's why we are bothering you people this month, bringing you out from your tight schedule to come together so we can reason together, so we can move together, so that we'll have a better Amechi one. That's the essence of this gathering. People will go get I'm by the time I got on telephone, and even I got today. Okay, we get a lot of influence in our life so that we'll be able to lead by example. Because what we believe that leadership should be by example. Whatever we are doing is what we are expecting our followers to do. That is the basis of calling this meeting. So, I should well here is where this people by inviting our resource person, Madam Jen.
Senator Dr. Ken Namana, GPON Online Enugu, Community members making only, Executive Committee, Kindred Unity Chairman, Oge's Youth Council Executives, Staff Committee Heads of Amechi Uwani, and invited guests. You can get a name over. I'm woman J. Carbon to Quay. I'm one, I pray San Abia State, but everything they know. My two children are university they know here, and I consider Enugu my home. So, and I'm the Chief Executive of Excellence and Social Values Organization. Now, this organization, the community means to speak in English. This organization promotes civility, humane conduct, conscience-based leadership. That is, leadership based on conscience and refinement. So that is what Etiquette and Social Values Organization believes in. And that is the reason why we are here today. Shaping community, awakening conscience, shaping community, and ethical leadership. Because we cannot talk about ethical leadership unless the conscience is awake. That is the key factor. Three components: conscience and leadership, true humanity and responsible influence, and then refinement in leadership. Now, there are three things this organization does in the community. The first is this meeting that we're having with community leaders, and then another one is the Youth Ambassadors Summit, that is for the children. And then the third one is Respectful Living and Wellness Forum, which is for women and healthcare facilities. As we go along, you will see what which is what you promote. So, today gathering are very interactive. Like
Security, knowing the laws that married with humble service. Civility,
thank you, sir. Civility means treating others with respect. Treating others with respect through our words, actions, and behavior. So you can see here the three answers that we receive point to civility. Now, as leaders, we have civility checkpoints that will help us know if we are practicing civility. Now, these two checkpoints will ask, do our actions preserve the dignity of others? And if our actions preserve the dignity of others, then our practicing civility. Our policies, instructions, and programs designed for the good of all, or is it just for a few? It has to work with. So you're going to choose, each table will choose a leader, okay? And then the cards that you have, the leader will read it to the group. Reflect on that question that card is asking, and then ask yourself, am I obeying this or not obeying? I'm writing that down. Each leader from each table will now share what the group read the question and the feedback from the group, and then we will now learn from that.
Progress. What we have in our hand is integrity and accountability. When you make a mistake, you admit it and take responsibility of the issue you blame onto others to protect yourself. I have discussed with my team, and thank God for this seminar and the conference of training. I thank God for the new dawn in Amechi. For one, it is not about knowledge this time. It is about creativity. It's about what can you bring to the table to make you work. And one of them is what we have today. So we have written on our table, if you must be a good leader, you must be ready to accept their mistakes and take responsibility immediately. And accepting a mistake and taking responsibility a step further. Action or inaction is to create a rule, if it's possible, a box as a leader, where people can come and put their own opinion, right about you, right about community development, right about any of the activity they like. Because I could believe well that by the end of this, even the activity, the chairman of village units, the BOT, the city council, even the OPAs, I expect all of them to be here. So that you understand what leadership is all about: civility, humbleness, how do you address people, how do you accept their mistakes. You create a box, actions, create a box where people can go without their name and everything, talk about you, and put in what they have in the box. So that you go back home and read and understand what they are doing. You will surprise what you know about yourself that you do not know before.
Unity, our card reads, do you use your position to empower others, or do you use it to intimidate and control? Wow. Well, my team looked at it and we agree that all of us have positions we are occupying. And these positions, we found out that the first place we have position is in the family. And the second place we can have position is in the workplace. Again, we discovered we have position in the marketplace. And also have position in the church. All of us have our wives. I'm sure there's nobody still here that is not married. And God says, do you use that position to empower those that are around you, starting with your family? One of the greatest problems we have today is in the family, where men bully their wives, so wives fall backward on their husbands, and so on and so forth. And have brought a lot of crisis, and you see that instead of the family being a place where you can go and rest and sleep, some men are running away from the house. They come back at 1 a.m. And some women are mourning day in, day out, because the husband says it's not viable. He can't discuss with her. He can't disclose the plan of the family to her. He can't see his salary. The wife doesn't know how much he earns. And so on. Vice versa. The children come around. And you can't get these children close to begin to understand him. Because it's important that the children should understand who you are. If you are working and earning money, they should know you work somewhere and you earn money. Not when they come to when and by the time they grow up and they begin to deal with you, you see, and they'll begin to deal with you. You should have very more. So we have to be good leaders from the born. Because if there is peace in the born, there is peace in the society. If there is peace in the society, there is peace in the nation. If there is peace in the nation, there is peace in the world. And for the happiness. So most of opportunity in the workplace, or even in the business world, find out about the boy. Now they start with you, no way, no one is a big market. When we get girl, they should have been those 10,000 guys. And you just use your position at yoga and pushing slow man away to go and wander in abject poverty. Or they don't know. No, the chief executive. They're all along. I'm sure that all this teaching us here is impacting on all these young people working on that. Very important. And myself as a person, I am always proud that I was an executive president in our office, a director in our office, and I'm proud to say that each time I go to the shift where I work, I'm retired. Workers will be rushing to come and greet me. I mean, rushing to come and greet me because I did not use that position to intimidate them, to calling them. When we dismissed work, I was using a billet. Some women and men will be standing on the road waiting for a ride. I will stop the car and ask my driver, let them enter. And that is how to empower people. And that's not the sweet. I don't think they don't talk anything bad about. Recently, when I had my situation, I was being greeted by almost everybody. Who knows who? So your position is important. The church in God, can't easy, and then they go in the church, you go in the church. Who contribute them there? But then they man. Why am a big man? Why am a small man? Should we do it in the church? So our position should be used for the service of mankind and to the glory of God. And that is the only way you can be blessed. And there's a popular song we sing. This time we go for burial. Naga pedi kapabando unutum kifuru maya pulora o fakagesi silomu wakana nagi awai
Unity, unity, this is progress. I thank you, resource person. Our car here is fairness and justice. And then we as leaders, the question there is, when you witness wrongdoing and injustice at work, you look away since it's not happening to you, or do you see it to someone who can put things right? And see, I have discussed right till there, justice is emergent, it's a common good, everybody wants it. Whether you are a big, whether you are as a leader or you are not a leader, it sounds everybody. Nobody will be happy when he's not being treated fairly. So, equity and fairness, everybody wants. And then the question is this: when it is being done to somebody, when somebody is not being, somebody is being treated unfairly, what do you do? I don't know who our people in here. Let me use our common one person. Our people now say, I don't know of who you that is to say, an injustice to one is injustice for everybody. So, we are talking about
Unity, progress. Unity, progress. You can't have yourselves, respect and relationship. And then, one side you have, when someone new joins the team, will you welcome and guide them, or do you lead them to struggle on their own? Now, this applies to every one of us, whether we are in representative in our office or you are our worker, even if you are the leader. You have to change that we will not humiliate the new worker. So, my team and I, we got together and we listed a couple of points, which if you do, you will have accorded the new worker the respect, the desire, and learning. Later, you will have created a good relationship in the workplace. So, one of them is orientation. When they come in, you got to welcome them, take them around, show them places like toilets, like their own houses, where they have to find what they eat, where they keep their bag when they come to the office. If you serve tea or coffee in the office, you show them those places. And then you tell them, introduce them to the other workers. And then you explain to them the rules and the regulations of the office and their duties and their responsibilities. When you do all these things, they have not left them on their own. They will not struggle. They will, after
after a couple of hours, they will seem to them as if they have been working there for years. They won't need anything to ask anybody.
There is something that brings two things together. In law. In the other side of it,
use the resources of others genuinely, or do you envy them and secretly hold them still? Remember, it's then you
and accountability. Without it somewhere, then another set of things say, when entrusted with confidential information, do you protect it?
Open to everyone. So thank you so much. Now that we have gone through all the groups, we've listened to all the questions, the feedback. What did you make out of that exercise? Was it useful? Was it able to say,
How do you manage pressure? When as a leader you have to abuse pressure. When as a leader it looks like you should have yourself, because if you're a leader, most at times in any leadership there used to be a time when you will think, why did I even choose this position? How did I even come to this place?
This is the best part of empowerment. This is spiritual empowerment, mental empowerment, academic empowerment, and many other things. So, Bridget, thank you so much for organizing such an empowerment. And the system wherein this empowerment is taking place is second to none. It's what we call in the community as an biological system of learning. We are not just the students or the participants learn from the facilitator or the teacher, but the teacher or the facilitator also learn from the students or the participants. So this is the best part of learning, and we are grateful. Then coming to a question, how do your action empower others? While growing up, I come to understand that people know what people see. They forget your words and follow your footsteps. So if you are hardworking, if you are brilliant, if you are committed,
And from the response to go through that Amechi Uwani is ready for change. So these things will be coming from time to time.
thank you. And thank you everyone for the way you have been very, very interactive and supportive to the program. We appreciate you greatly. I like this place and we are very happy.